2022. Yes, the last episode was in that, but it was recorded way before. This is recorded on the 1st of January. So, thank you ever so much for all the support last year. I've got to say that at the start of this episode. It was absolutely huge, as hopefully we can carry on that into this year, go bigger and better than ever before, and smash 2021 out the window. As welcome back, we're starting it still at Hartlepool with episode number 10 of the second season. As yes people, welcome back to the Hartlepool Career Mode Season number 2, episode number 10. Just said that, and of course before we get into the video, the first thing I am going to say is make sure you smash a like if you're enjoying this series, or if you are new to it, make sure you're subscribed. The button is literally just below your screen, and if you're on a mobile device, turn that. Then there should be a red subscribe word, and you click on that, and then it's all done. But there might be a little bell which you can click on as well, as spoilers are on screen if you haven't seen the last episode. We are top of the league, and we are going to stay there with a brilliant win in the last episode, which we really did need. We played second place Barnsley, and I'll let you see how it went out, but I'm going to actually show you as well. So 3, 2, 1... It was very nice indeed. We started the episode off rough, but 2 back-to-back 2-0s, and then actually made it 3 with a simulated game against Walsall as we go into 5 games today, including Peterborough, Cheltenham, Sheffield Wednesday, which are up there in the playoffs, Burton and Shrewsbury, which I think we're going to sim. We're going to definitely play Burton and, of course, Sheffield Wednesday, and I think Peterborough are doing okay as well. Yes, all them 3 teams I mentioned in the playoffs. Sheffield Wednesday probably looks the hardest as well, as Humphries has grabbed Player of the Month for February, the Wigan striker. I am looking at new signings as well, because I'm thinking a little bit about next season now, and I am hopefully not getting ahead of myself by saying this, but imagining us as a championship side, because I feel like the only improvements we can make are 70 rated players, and they are championship players. So if we stay in this league, we're in trouble with signings, because I don't know who we can get to better the squad we already have. But yeah, I'm keeping my eye out on players. And as you can see, for the time being, as we go to play Peterborough, who are 6 away from home, that Sheffield Wednesday have leapfrogged Barnsley, who aren't playing their games in hand. I'm guessing they've gone far in the cup, as Keshi Anderson is back from injury as well. I've got to make a decision. I'm going to say that, even though he's a crucial player, I'll upset the apple cart a little bit, because we are playing well with the team we are currently rocking, but then I do think he's going to be in the team as well. The point I'm getting across is you can't expect to straight away be in the team, as the reserves are looking alright. Valakari's back as well, and actually no, take back everything I said. Valakari's in the team, as Marinovic is now, deservedly so, 70 rated in between the sticks, with Bolton the same, Tavazzoli, Staunton, Raggett and Andrew in my defence, with Tyrese Forner, the City midfielder, Valakari and Corey Smith in centre mid, with Butterworth and Norwood up front. Got them the wrong way around, but still, the partnership works, as we'll go with that team as well. Straight into Posh, and see if we can pick up another 3 points for the 4th in the bounce. And the hosts line up at, is it the Abbey Stadium? I don't know, that might be Cambridge, as it's Christy Pym in goal, Joe Ward, Frankie Kent, Nathan Thompson and Joe Knight. Actually, it's 5 at the back with Butler at left wing back. Norburn, Taylor and Sammy Smodics in the cam role, with Tomala and Josh Marriott. Now, Johnson Clark-Harris has left. So let's see what Peterborough have in their locker, as Joe Ward, running well from right wing back, tries to get a ball straight past Danny Andrew, but unsuccessful. It goes into Sammy Smodics, into Norburn. This is good play, you know. Tamala almost gets a pass on there, and Danny Andrew weirdly sliding in that to try and get it to touch the player, but it went out beforehand, so a corner kick to start Posh off with. It's a terrible one. James Norwood, good use of his chest and not his hands as he whacks that ball forward for Butterworth to run onto. That is a glorious ball from James Norwood. A good cut inside, a shot, and Chrissy Pym with a save. Very good move from us though, as we're going to get a corner for ourselves. Corey Smith whipping it in, not to anyone, but Raggett wins that down to Staunton, centre-back to centre-back, slid in, and that's got to be a penalty, and is. It's Valakari who got tackled. Dennis Tomala, was it the tackle or handball that was given for? I think it was a tackle this time. As yes, it's the challenge. Definitely doesn't get the ball as it's bouncing. And Norwood is going to take this instead of Butterworth. I'm going to trust James Norwood. And he puts it in the opposite corner to the keeper. 10 minutes in. First chance. James Norwood takes it. Very, very nice. Penalty to start off the new year on the front foot. Glorious scenes. Just what we needed, that one, as Sammy Smodics into Tomala, though. And they've just made a move out of nothing and almost scored an instant reply. So we've got to be careful with that as Joe Ward picks up on it. Josh Marriott, awful touch, and Norwood's always at the front post to get that ball away. Straight onto Butterworth as their defence very high up, and that is a bad foul. It's a good job he wasn't last man. I think it was Sammy Smodics as they're going very harshly into tackles. As Tyrese Forner now into Butterworth. Can we make it two? I'd enjoy it very much with the form we're on. Corey Smith trying to put it back over to Butterworth, but overcooked. Oh, and an injury right here. 25 minutes in. Corey Smith's gone down. It's another midfielder. The midfielder we brought in to replace midfielders for getting injured. So that's absolutely great. Keshi Anderson will make his way on, though. Not what we hoped for. This is probably the best 25 minutes he's had in a Hartlepool shirt as well, which is unfortunate. As Valakari into Norwood, into Butterworth on a smart turn, and that's a smart ball down the line, straight into the new player on the field, Keshi Anderson. Good ball into Valakari, who should have scored that one. Easy chance. And Luke Bolton should receive this ball on his head, straight down to Tavazzoli, playing it out from the 5 at the back as they've had more possession, but we've definitely been the better team, I'd say. Almost connected with Valakari again. He's getting targeted for tackles. All our midfield are this season as Tyrese Forner into Valakari. Good pass into Butterworth, into Norwood. Oh, it's close control and it's a beautiful goal as it's 2-0. Celebrate with the fans again, James Norwood. You've got yourself a brace. Ah, tastes like victory already, does that drinkers. Look at that beautiful play, and they just put it right into the corner of the net. No chance for the goalkeeper, Chrissy Pym. It's 2 as Tyrese Forner does win the ball here, and Butterworth. Can we create another chance? That's Forner. Can it be 3 before half time? Tyrese Forner on the angle. I think that's his first goal for the club. The youngster who didn't work out in the team in the first half of the season when he joined, but is definitely working out right now in that CDM role. Gets his first for the Pools, and what a finish it is. Just lets it go wide. Keeper comes and narrows the angle a bit too much for his own liking as he can just slam it into that side netting. 3-0 before the break. An extraordinary half of football right there. I am absolutely buzzing as 3-0 away from home against an ex-championship side. We should be the new championship side the way this is going. Still, I don't want us to settle though. I want us to go and get more as Norwood into Keshi Anderson. Pass straight on to Danny Andrew. Danny Andrew's going to run inside into Butterworth. This could be 4 straight away, you know. The way we're knocking the ball around on the edge of this box is sublime. Look at this passing. Norwood with an angle. Oh, what a goal. 4-0 straight after half-time. Norwood gets a hat-trick. This is complete football. Look at this for a move. Back heels, 1 touch, all the way apart from Butterworth, out of the feet, into the roof. 4 goals. And Sammy Smodics with the ball right there, around the corner into Tomala. Tomala puts one over the top. Come on, Luke Bolton, get across. Butler with a pass inside to Knight, though. Josh Knight, and now Sammy Smodics, Tomala. They might go for 1 goal here, which you can see there is so many empty seats around the Peterborough ground right now, just in front of us. All our fans, of course, still here, hoping for more as Taylor into Grant, and that one's blocked. Enjoying our football here as Norwood. Look at Valakari making a run. The 3 at the back are really isolated. Fullback's gone too far forward. Into Butterworth. Into Norwood for 4 maybe. He goes into Valakari though, who should have 2 himself. Bounces up for Norwood. Shot not a good one. Forner with a header. Butterworth with it. Tries to find Norwood on the angle, and Chrissy Pym stops the 5th. Oh my days. Corner ball as Josh Marriott sacrificed, taking the best striker off as it's a corner ball. That went so perfectly into the box, but no one heading it. A double change as Olamola and Kamara come on, and Marinovic is wanting this clean sheet. Peterborough snuck through a little bit there, but Yeah, Kamara, the youth player as well, forgot to mention, that's 62 rated. Got a lot of bids for him, but no loan deals as he puts it behind. I don't know why he's at the front post, but he's dealt with it there. As follow the short, please. Are they going to cross it? No, they're not. They're going to play it short. Good corner front post. Sean Raggett away. Ricky J. Jones with a tap down, gets the ball back. Olamola with a tackle, still falls back to Taylor, and Anderson with a cruncher, but a fair one as that's straight back to us. Tyrese Forner, can we counter-attack from this? Olamola, Butterworth please, make a better run. Olamola with a great ball over the top into Dan Butterworth, who hasn't got his goal yet, and still won't have it. A good save from Chrissy Pym from a one-on-one, and we will get a corner as Sammy Smodics departs. It's going to go a good ball into the box, this one, and Olamola should have done better as Tyrese Forner, ball over the top, and that's a beautiful one into Danny Andrew. Can it be 5? Almost, but Kamara, the youth player, oh, it's off the crossbar. Great hit from him, but just not going for a still, as I think that might be the move over, and it might just be 4, and I say just because we've had a lot of chances in this game. Kamara, really wish he would have scored that, but not to be, as it's Randall, slid in wrongly there. They've still got the ball. It's Grant, cuts inside, good ball through to Tamala, and what a save, Marinovic. Don't know how he was onside in the end, but did stop it as it's a corner ball for Posh. Please, don't let Marinovic lose his clean sheet. Whack it, Keshish, straight onto Butterworth, who might have to go himself, and can he do so? I mean, good footwork, but runs into the defender. 3 added minutes, and they should be over, as there we go. 4 goals away from home against Peterborough, and that's a big statement of intent. We are not going anywhere. What is up with James Norwood? The silver face of James Norwood picks up the ball anyway. A hat-trick for him, away from home. Just need to keep this up for the rest of the episode. Corey Smith, the backup to the backup who got injured, is going to be out for 2 months himself. Not the greatest of things to happen to us right now, but at least we've got Keshi Anderson pushing back in the team, and I'll say I couldn't make any risks, but you were in the team, of course, and you did play well, I'll give you that. And that's us staying top spot for a little bit longer as we play 21st place Cheltenham Town away from home. So Keshi Anderson will be the only change for this one. We'll have to put Molyneux onto the bench, should I say, even though not really confident in him playing as well. Where was Houlihan, actually? Houlihan was on the bench for a while. We'll go with Greg because he's got a bit more fitness, as it's the same team apart from Kesh Anderson, who did come on in the game and had an impact, so kind of the same team. As we'll go with that away to the Robin, or Robin's away to us. Get it right, Max, come on, as we were both in League 2 for a bit, and Valakari gets the goal. Thomas either missing a penalty or offside or missing something, stops them from scoring, and it's a 1-0 win for us. That is 5 on the bounce. Very, very nice, as the next game is a big one. You can see Barnsley have 1 more game to play to be on the same amount of games, but we have a 10-point gap. So even if they win, they're 7 points behind. But, as we need to flick back onto that, if Sheffield Wednesday win, they'll still have a game over us, but they will be 3 points behind. So this game can create huge gaps in the league and take us a big, big step close to winning the title. Not just talking about promotion with this one, as that's beautiful. Josh Harrop might be returning a little bit earlier than I expected, so he can come straight on the bench. Definitely not straight into the team, as we'll have to go with the same team again. Valakari a bit tired, the most tired player, but of course just got the goal to win us the game, so it's hard to take him out of it as we travel to, yes, we travel to Hillsborough against 2nd place Wednesday. First versus 2nd again. Let's see how we do. Sheffield Wednesday's team this time, Joe Wildsmith, Dominic Iorfa still in it, Sam Hutchinson, Che Dunkley, Massimo Luong, who is he filling up left back? He is, with Rama, Adrian and Evardson in the midfield, Callum Patterson, So and Brown as the front 3. As let's see how Wednesday can do against us right here. Last time we was at this stadium, we were in League 2 and we won on penalties in the Carabao, so we do have good past experience at Hillsborough, as Luke Bolton straight away on the ball here, giving it into Valakari, who can tap it round to James Norwood. Norwood has the run here of Keshi Anderson as he's trying to turn him. A little bit unsuccessful. And Sean Raggett through the middle onto Tyrese Forner here, as Forner Gets the ball out wide there into Bolton. This could be an early chance. Butterworth on the turn. Norwood, it falls to. Oh, and he's dragged it wide. 13 minutes in, the hat-trick hero from the last game. Really should have done better there. Onside, and that is shocking. I expected us to be 1-0 up straight away as Massimo Luongo keeping the ball at left back, but not for too long. Luke Bolton does his defensive duties as it's passed into Tyrese Forner. Butterworth making a good run, but I've got chance to travel with the big man in CDM as he gives it to Norwood. 1-2. Forner's going to take it himself and get it blocked as Norwood wins that header. Keeper's come a long way and not received any of it. 1-0 away at Hillsborough against second place Wednesday, and it's Norwood again. He has found form this second half of the season. What a goal it is as well. Look at this. I mean, very lucky. He should not have come all that way, Joe Wildsmith, because his teammates will be absolutely hating him for it. He's cost them, of course, the game so far. As it stands, 1-0 to the good. As, Evanderson with a good run, and I think we did, yep. We definitely clipped him there. It's definitely a penalty against Ryan Tavazzoli. No card, which I think is fair, but an instant mistake from our big man at the back, and looks like he was absolutely going to slam his feet into him then. That would have been rough, as it's a penalty kick, and it's going to be Hugo Rama, the CDM, against Marinovic. And I went to my usual side, which didn't pay off. A level straight away. Lucky goal instantly cancelled out, and it's a good finish. Just basically passed into that bottom corner. And I have to say, this League One season has been a season full of penalties. I honestly don't understand how many there's been. There's got to be at least over 20 against us and for us combined. At least over 20 as Luke Bolton going to cross it into the box right here. Norwood with a decent header. A lot of power beneath that, but still blocked off as Massimo Luongo goes into the book. Didn't see what for, as we're going to try and win that header at the front post, and Sal gets it away, but still keep the move alive. Tavazzoli out wide here to Anderson. He puts it straight through the middle to Danny Andrew and instantly lost it. Got a sneaky suspicion that it's going to be a tight game from now on this one, as maybe not. We've given them the ball straight back. Adrian on to Brown. Through to Adrian again, and he's going to give it out wide to Patterson, who shouldn't be wide, I don't think, and that's another rough tackle. You should have got the ball. I slid because I was fully confident in Reece Staunton's ability to get that, but obviously I was not in the right mindset. Look at that. Terrible, terrible, terrible. The ball was there to be won, and he didn't do so, as Hugo Rama now with another penalty to actually put them in the lead, and I'm going to dive the same way. And we saved this one. Still not too happy that we've given two of those away, as it's a corner ball now for, of course, Wednesday, as a smart one hitting the side netting. And Evanderson with the ball again to the edge. Anderson with a cutout this time, though, as Norwood. Ball over the top for Butterworth to run onto. Butterworth, come on, at the end of the first half. He missed one of these in the last game, and he's missed another one. What is Dan Butterworth doing today? He's scored 24 goals this season, and he's missed 2 sitters back-to-back. As at the break, I don't think any changes need to be made, but the mentality... that was a voice break and a half, wasn't it? The mentality of players needs to change, because it's just not good enough. We need to be doing better than this. So, come on, what's this second half got in store for us? Let's see. Tavazzoli going across to his man. Another little foul from him, so that's probably going to be a yellow this time as Bolton... what are you doing? No yellow card, but what was that pass from Luke Bolton, the right wing back, as now we've conceded the corner straight away. Are we going to be slow out the blocks? Maybe, as Hutchinson gets a shot off. It's lucky it bounced over. As we're going to get this away, Tyrese Forner with the ball straight over the top into Danny Andrew, Keshi Anderson. A quick 1-2 as we need to get this quick passing going. Butterworth, Valakari, is Bolton out wide here? He is. What can Luke Bolton do here? Heavy touch. A tackle from a man on a yellow card, but I think he got the slightest little bit of the ball first, so he's very, very lucky. Maybe he's just an expert in timing, as it's going to be whipped in there, and that's a decent whip in. Oh, I thought that was going to try and sneak in at the near post, as Valakari is going to come off. He's a bit tired, and Josh Harrop back in a Hartlepool shirt from his injury, and he's actually gone down to 69 rated, not a 70 anymore, which is a bit disappointing, but hopefully he can just step straight back up, as that pass should have been a good chance to get a counter-attack. And I'm actually going to keep him on the right-hand side of midfield this time, Josh Harrop, as Staunton with a very good block right there. And here he is, Harrop with the ball squeezed through the middle. Forner Not on the end of that. Takes Hutchinson out though as Brown. Great touch to get around Luke Bolton. Struggling a little bit in this second half as that's a good one too. Around him again. Chipped into the box. Please win that, Sean Raggett. And does. Oh, takes it down in his own box. Look at that skill as Butterworth with a good ball for the counter-attack onto Norwood. Can he get his second of the game? James Norwood, ball rolls the defender. Oh, and just does what he does best. Blast it in the top bin. 2-1. We are back in the lead. And the pure shithousery of him right there as he celebrates in front of the Sheffield Wednesday fans. Just diving with his cross out to the fans as Maglio's going to come on for Bolton. That's actually a good change. A bit more pace for a player who's not playing well, as this guy definitely is. He's got another brace as Hugo Rama, the goal scorer of the first goal and the penalty misser of the second, who is costing his team at the moment with the ball. And oh, he walked into us. He walked into that tackle. That was never a penalty. The referee's been conned on that occasion. As it's going to be a spot kick, isn't it? Look at this. Oh, that's terrible. He falls over his back. That's never, ever a penalty in my eyes, as Hugo Rama's got another chance. And he's put that one wide. He's now scored one penalty and missed two, as we somehow are still in the lead. Honestly, this season, our luck has actually been incredible. I think we've still deserved to be high in the table, but maybe not first, because we've won games luckily, but I say that as we concede the most lucky long shot of my life on FIFA. I mean, it's just because I was talking about it. I think it's Josh Windass who's just absolutely hammered that into the corner. A bit of help from the wind. As look at that. No chance, Marinovic. 2-2 on the day. And a ball over the top here. Is that George Byers, I think, on the ball? Who cuts inside there. Still trying to block it off. And Patterson. Oh, my days. Well, it's another absolute screamer. It's Callum Patterson this time with it for Wednesday, as we might, well, I say might have, we've probably lost this game now. And the old man with, just an absolute scream. I'm stunned by that. How has he pulled that off? A flick on, and I think it's a half volley. Oh my days. I am truly, truly stunned as Kamara off the bench has come on for us now. I've just took him off for Tyrese Fawn, who needs a rest, but looks like second place are actually going to beat us, so we'll still have that 3-point gap and a game in hand, but still Barnsley have a chance to decrease the gap, as we've got that pass off right there. Keshi Anderson going over the top, looking for Danny Andrew. I could really do with a leveller. It would make me feel a lot better about myself. There's 4 minutes added on. That's, of course, because of all the penalties, and this game's been a massive game, hasn't it? A lot going on as Patterson with the ball inside. It's a good one onto Adrian as we're attacking slightly. Hugo Rama, good little interception. As now we're going to go forward. Butterworth, Norwood on a hat-trick, chipped over the top, gets a touch on it, but Che Dunkley in the way. And that's the full-time whistle. It stops at 5 straight back consecutive wins, and the 6th game comes along as we bottle it against Wednesday. Second place do come up out on top, unlike Barnsley. And now we've got to be a little bit wary about keeping the form up. Not an entire bottle, but not what I wanted, as we're still top of the league with games in hand. So maybe I'm moaning a little bit too much. We are, of course, Hartlepool, who have just recently got promoted, as, without thinking, this is actually the penultimate episode of the series. The season. Of course, if we don't slip into the playoffs, that is, which I'm hoping we don't, as we play this next game as well. Burton Albion, who are in the playoffs, 4th position. And we've got to get the team right. Don't want any tired players, as the academy is looking alright. Nothing special. Want it better in the championship, as we've been offered a job at Luton Town. It's a big wage increase, but it's still a club I don't want to go to. They're actually below us, so no chance I'm joining the Hatters, even though I have a hat on my head, as we're going to make one change for the next game. Valakari sits out, as Josh Harrop's going to come in, and I'm going to swap him and Anderson around. Harrop needs to build up his fitness after his injury, as it's the same team apart from that, because I'm going to trust it again, because they're fully fit this time. We've had a week's break at least, as we're at home as well. Finally another home game against the Brewers. And Burton's team. Ben Garrett in goal. I'm having so many voice breaks this new year as Cameron Borthwick, Jackson, Connor Shaughnessy, Deji Oshiaja, and O'Connor and Morris and Hammer at left back. That's a weird order I've gone in with Smith, Atkins, Powell, and Malt up front. And I think these did grab a draw against us last time. I'm probably wrong though. I can't remember. It was last year. Making the joke already. As Andrew with a pass across to Reece Staunton. And that was very dodgy. We've even given a free kick away. Stupid us. As Malt whips it in. Norwood gets this away as well. On to Dan Butterworth, who is going to do weird sidestep things. What we doing, boys? Now we're fully fit and had a break. Are we just going to forget how to play football as it's a ball in? Marinovic with a save, and it's still gone in. Marinovic, what are you doing? This is the sloppiest start to a game I've ever seen us have in any career mode. Now that was poor. From back to front, many mistakes. As look at this. Pass there, pass through, and that's something that should never be happening. 1-0 down in 5 minutes. The end of the year is not a time you want to be slipping up, as there's a ball into Keshi Anderson. Anderson round to Norwood. Norwood, whoa, hold your horses. He almost took me out right there. As Bolton into Butterworth, now into Josh Harrop back in the team, and it's bounced through to Garrett. And Josh Harrop with a ball here as he makes a tackle on the defender, and Norwood with it again. This time messing the pass up. I mean, he's scored goals today, but still, his play hasn't been the greatest, as O'Connor, don't know how he's getting that pass off, but it's worked out for him. We're dominating possession, but we find ourselves behind. I just do so much better when we don't keep the ball. I don't know what it is, as Harrop with a pass through to Butterworth, and Norwood making a great run, but O'Connor gets there again, and it's passed straight to us, so please, let's make the most of it when we have it at his feet, as we don't on this occasion, but we're still going to give it another go going with it. However, they have the ball there, clipped in, and Marinovic with an easy save as it's almost half-time and nothing's really occurred apart from their goal, which should have never been a goal. So hopefully we can maybe get something here. Going for that lofty ball. Keshi Anderson playing it to Norwood, out to Bolton. Good spread out wide as he can put a ball into the box, and that is a terrific one. How are strikers not getting on the end of those, as we've still kept it though. Harrop into Norwood, blocked, and I think that will be all before half-time, unless we can nick it right here, which we don't. Bad tackle, but the whistle has already blown, luckily enough. But unluckily enough, we're 1-0 down. Straight into the second half, wanting revenge as Norwood. Good ball on. I think Butterworth's, well, he's definitely off, as we're going to ball out wide to Danny Andrew here. That's a good ball into the box. O'Connor first, as Norwood showed no urgency, really, and that's a bad tackle, that. It's a bad tackle. I think it's lucky to be a yellow. I don't know what went through my mind to try and go for it, as O'Connor with a ball over the top. That's into Smith. It's good control. Borthwick Jackson now into Malt. And a tackle as Josh Harrop to play that straight through into Butterworth. Good touch, good two touches, but tackled again. As they're going to come at us. And it's always on about Powell, because Powell has dominated this game. O'Connor with a lofted ball over the top to the retiring Nigel Atkins, as Bolton deals with that one unconvincingly so. And he concedes a free kick as back-to-back defeats are looking like are on the cards, as Marinovic had to only palm that one. He's not having a good game today as the keeper, but it's kind of forgivable. Not in the league position we're in now if we do lose this. Probably isn't, because they might catch us, the team below us, but he's a really good player on his day, as it's Harrop out here to Andrew. Can we get strikers running on this? Please, it won't let me control Norwood, as it's another great ball from a fullback, or wingback, whatever. They've got to be taken, as someone's found the net in the Barnsley game, the commentary says. Are we going to get to see who? Are we going to get to see who? As not good tackle, but we just decided to make it. As please, just show me that score in the top corner. It is 2-1 to Barnsley. And are they playing? No, they're playing Shrewsbury, not Sheffield Wednesday, who I hoped they would have been playing, but no, they are winning now, so we've got to make sure we win or get something from this game at least, as Butterworth's ball in a good one. Anderson wins it. Butterworth can't get it again, and everything we're trying just ain't working in the last couple of minutes, as Omari Patrick is on the field. Smith gives it back to Borthwick Jackson, into Powell, good ball through to Patrick, great save Marinovic, keeps us in it for 5 or 6 more minutes, but we still need to do better ourselves, as a corner ball. Olamola for Butterworth, He hasn't had the best of episodes, definitely not in front of goal, as Josh Harrop keeps the ball alive here, onto Olamola, but Norwood, should I say, not Butterworth, over the top. Hasn't got the pace really because he's a bit tired, but cuts inside. Can he put that over the top for Josh Harrop? Back fit, back with a goal, and an important one at that. Great little run, and we might be getting an undeserved point at the end of this game. Celebrations. It's going to be a draw, but still, I can understand the celebrations. Great ball over the top. Whacked him with the volley. Garrett, no chance. 1-1. As here's Luke Bolton, and Bolton with the ball. No way. Oh, he's offside. At least he's offside. I thought we just bottled the win in the last minute there with a header, but he was off. Still, he should have hit the target, but ball whipped up the field. Should be over. And yes, they didn't deserve to win it. We didn't deserve to kind of draw, really, because we were very poor at the start of that game. But it is points shared, 1-1 with 4th place Burton, which isn't the worst, but after that defeat, I'll kind of take it in the last game. Of course, mixed emotions with how we're sitting at the top of the league now, as we're 4 points above Wednesday. And even if Barnsley win, it will be 4. So 4 points isn't the worst, as it's Shrewsbury to simulate the episode out with. Hopefully we can recreate what Barnsley did and beat the 19th place side. The same team that just did get the draw. Hopefully they're not as sloppy as in a simulated game. As please, these did well against us last time. And it's a 1-0 win. Olamola off the bench, the unusual scorer. But he could be a big saviour there by getting us 3 points. And yeah, that could be big because the gap stays at 4 as Barnsley have drawn, I think. So if they win, they will still be behind Sheffield Wednesday. They're in the playoffs now, Barnsley. Don't have to think about them as much. And Luton, of course, who were the challengers at the start, in 6th position with a game over us. They have really fallen off, as it's a good end to the episode. A very good end leaves us with 5 games next episode in the finale. Hopefully, if we don't drop into them playoff places, that is. But I don't think we should. And 5 games to see if we can win the league next time tomorrow. As thank you all for watching this episode right here. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe with the notification bell on as well. Don't know what I'm doing with my arms up here, but Happy New Year. Hopefully it's a good one for all of you. And I will see you all on the 2nd of January. Or the 3rd now. In a bit. Take care and peace.